understand exactly why Meghan Markle doesn't get invited to things, can't you? After the debacle of last week's red dress fiasco where she turned up at the children's charity, yes, she claimed she was invited. Yes, the CEO wanted her to turn up. We're not quite sure whether she actually made any donation to that charity or indeed stayed at all. According to the socialite Lizzie Cundy, she's apparently shot a bolt with all the people in LA. And again, you have to say there are people there. What's fascinating though is obviously she wanted to get pictured and she wanted to be seen in that now infamous red dress, although many people are suggesting it was an ill-advised choice for a children's charity event. Up to you. As I say, I don't know anything about fashion. But what's fascinating is, cast your mind back to when Meghan went up to the Hamptons, remember? And she was there for one of those things where allegedly she was going to give a speech about empowerment and how women need their seat at the table. The usual claptrap, that these people have now come up with. The bottom line is, when you look at successful people, it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're J.K. Rowling, whether you're the lady who set up Palette or whatever, you get there through sheer hard work and a product that people want to buy. Whether you like J.K. Rowling or not, or her thoughts and everything like that, she created something that millions of people around the world truly enjoy to this day, and that's what makes her a successful businesswoman. It's not about pushing your way up with no absolute fabric next to you, i.e. pots of jam. But according to a very well-placed source, Meghan and her team are now about to start to spin this particular individual story, and as ever we have to say allegedly. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you today in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company, and as ever, thank you for taking the time out to spend a bit of time with me on your day. I do see so many of the messages and I try to respond, and hearts and everything, as many as I can, because it's always nice to get that feedback, and it's lovely to find out what you're up to and everything like that. And as I say, thank you for your lovely comments regarding us hitting 350,000 chums. Can you imagine, as I pointed out, you and I getting together, that church hall would be a bit full, wouldn't it? We need a big urn for the tea as well. I thought about that. Somebody said we could have a virtual party. No, we need a real party. We could get the O2. Yes, we could do it like Taylor Swift. Well, it wouldn't be bad, would it? Can you imagine? We need a collection going. How much would you need for that? And how big would the cake have to be for 350,000 people? Oh, don't get me thinking about that. Let's get back to your royal story. Aren't I nutty? Let's get back to your royal story of the day. Now, as I say, when Meghan went up to the Hamptons, there was this big thing about how she didn't, get pictured with Reese Witherspoon, the other big hitters up there like Gwyneth Paltrow. And these are all women that have proven to be very successful in the way that they do their own branding, their own products. And absolutely, you can understand that. Moving forward though, this is the deal apparently, because even at the charitable event last week, the children's charity where Meghan rocked up in the, some say, ill-fitting red dress, there were lots of Hollywood A-listers there. This is an event that happens every 2 years, you see, so it's a big thing. Now, what was fascinating was the likes of Jamie Lee Curtis were there, the Hollywood star from the movies like Halloween. I know her well, I knew her father very well, so, you do some investigating, right? And according to sources, Meghan was desperately looking for people to be pictured with. But apparently they didn't want to get pictured with her. And as ever, we have to say allegedly. But Meghan's team are spinning this back, and the same thing that about the Hamptons is, Meghan doesn't want to be pictured with A-list celebrities because she wants to bring the focus of the charity and the event. It's not about standing with a star. And more importantly, she doesn't want that celebrity, and I'm quoting here, to be given the backlash that she would normally get, her personally, in the land of social media. And she doesn't want to invoke that onto anybody who is in that A-list status. Strange, isn't it? Because she was quite happy to muscle in with Kevin Costner, but he didn't want her. But there you go. Again, changing the narrative. So if you're wondering why, of course, you don't see any celebrities standing with Meghan, like, say, Jamie Lee Curtis, or indeed just general people at that charitable event, it's all down to Meghan and her choice. Nothing to do, of course, with the A-listers rushing to get pictured next to a former member of the British monarchy. It's good to clear it up, right? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.